Alright guys, it's Mr. Dale again, and let's just take a very quick look at Microsoft Excel. And I want to review some of the main things that we'll be working on in this class. Whenever we open an Excel workbook, I want you to choose the blank one. Now you do have templates that you can use. Some of them are very specific to a job, but for our class we're generally going to be opening a blank document. We'll click choose and this will come up for us. A couple things that we need to talk about as far as vocabulary is this is called the function bar. Okay, we have all of the functions we'll need for our class in here. Primarily we'll be beginning with some. There are many others that we'll look at as well. You can also do functions manually within the cell. You simply click on it and you'll use equals and then begin checking off the information that you want within that cell. You can enter data by entering it here, okay, and you can also edit that by clicking up here and editing or adding or deleting from the function bar. Okay. Again, we call these little boxes cells. Let's use the correct terminology for Excel. Each cell is represented by a corresponding letter and number value. So this would be B2 and similarly this would be C2 or C3, okay? So we can identify cells within the document. Again, if we want to enlarge a cell, we're going to use the gray shaded area at the top to do that. You'll click on a specific cell and you will drag the line down. That is not possible within the document, although we will look at ways of creating boxes by using the merge function. Okay, but that's another topic for another day. For now, we're just talking the very basics. Within Excel, we have different worksheets, and each worksheet can be different, and they will be different, but they are all saved as a single file within Excel. So once we save multiple worksheets, they will stay as a single Excel file for easy opening and closing and saving. A couple of things we do need to remember is that to double click, we need to double click to add information or data to a cell. And you'll notice that the cursor is flashing at the bottom left hand corner. We can change that by using these three buttons here. So if I click here, I will be entering information at the top of the cell, which is actually where I want it. And I can enter Canadian Ice Cream Company like we were working on yesterday. And you'll notice I don't have enough room to type company without coming over into this. And a simple return will actually bring me down one cell. And we just looked at yesterday using Command Control Return to solve that problem. Okay, so Command Control Return will bring our cursor down within the cell, and I can finish that sentence. Okay. To get out of a cell, simply click on a corresponding cell beside it or away from that cell, and it will close up for you. We did talk yesterday about entering information like Sunday, days of the week, Monday, and I explained that Excel will quite often predict what we want and will use that information for us. Okay, so as I click along, it's already coming up Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So that's time well spent. Let's not do typing if Excel will do it automatically for us. Okay. We can put different information here, corresponding information along here. And we'll look at that a little bit closer as we get into the class. But for today, I just want everybody to be familiar with entering data and manipulating it. Okay, we can manipulate it or edit it here. And that's especially important once we start looking at formulas. And we'll want to check the menu bar here very closely to make sure that what we have here is actually what we want within the cell. And if it doesn't look right here, it probably won't work once we use the formula within the cell. So it's a great way to look and make sure that you have done things right. Now, data within the cell can also be manipulated, much like Word, to be left justified or right justified. Okay, so if I want Monday actually on the right, I can just click on the justification tab. So these three tabs are really important. These three buttons are okay. You can change the direction of the text in the cell. We'll look at that a little bit later as well. For now, I think that's just about it, and then we'll look at maybe setting up some formulas today, okay? But thank you for listening, and